Here is the review preview for 321, the answers. So for 74, you were asked to solve and check. So for A, I added x to both sides first. So I got 4x plus 7 equals -1. Subtracted 7. I got 4x equals -8. Divided by 4. I got x equals -2. For B, first thing I had to do was distribute this negative. So I get -3x equals x minus 6 plus 2x. So I got -3x equals 3x minus 6. Subtract 3x from both sides. I get -6x equals -6. Divide both sides by -6. I'm going to get x equals 1. For C, use a diagram of the equation mat or some other method to explain why the opposite of x minus 3 is equal to the opposite of x plus 3. So if we looked at it on an equation mat, actually, let's draw two different equation mats. So if this was 1, the first one would be the opposite of x. So I'd have a positive x and 3 negative 3's. If I drew that on the other mat by flipping it, I would get a negative x on top and 3 positives, which shows that the opposite of x minus 3, which is this one, when it's flipped, it's negative x plus 3. 75, it says for each equation, a possible solution is given. Check to see if the solution is correct. So you were to plug it back in to see if it was the right answer. So for A, I'm plugging in -4. So I'm doing 3 times -4 plus 7 should equal -4 minus 1. So 3 times -4 is -12. -4 minus 1 is -5. -12 plus 7 is -5. So the answer to this one was yes, or correct. For B, I'm plugging in 3. So I get -2 times 3 minus 4 equals -4 times 3 plus 3. So this is -6 minus 4, -12 plus 3. This is -10. This is -9. Those don't equal each other, so the answer is no. For C, I'm plugging in 2. So I do -3 times 2 plus 5 plus 5 times 2 minus 1 equals 0. So I get -6 plus 5 plus 10 minus 1. This is -1 plus 10 minus 1. So I get 9 minus 1, which is 8. 8 is not equal to 0, so the answer is no. And then D, I'm plugging in 3. So I get 3 minus 1 is 2, -2 on this side, equals 12 minus 5 minus 9. 12 minus 5, is 7. And then 7 minus 9 is -2. So this one is yes. Problem number 76, it says for the rule y equals -2x plus 1, calculate the y values that complete the table. Then we're going to draw a complete graph and describe our result. So -4, I plugged it in. -4 times -2 is 8, plus 1 is 9. -3 is 6 plus 1, which is 7. 4 plus 1, which is 5. 2 plus 1 is 3. This one is 1. -2 plus 1 is -1. -4 plus 1 is -3. -6 plus 1 is -5. And -8 plus 1 is -7. So on my graph, I'm going to try to make a straighter line. This is my x. This is my y. For my x's, I'm going to count by 1. But for my y's, I'm going to count by 2's. So I do -4, 9. -4, +9 right here. -3, 7. -2, 5. -1, 3. 0, 1. 1, -1. 2, -3. Make sure my line has arrows on it. So then it says describe your resulting graph. What does your graph look like? It's a straight line going down from left to right. Okay, problem number 77. It says to simplify each expression. So first thing I'm going to do is make everything in the parentheses its opposite. So I get 4x plus 7 plus 3y minus 1 minus 3y minus 2x. So 4x minus 2x gives me 2x. 3y minus 3y is 0. And then 7 minus 1 is going to be 6. So I'm going to get 2x plus 6. Same thing for this one. Do everything in the parentheses opposite. So I get 16x squared minus 4x plus 5 minus 16x squared plus 8x plus 1. 16x squareds are 0. -4x plus 8x is 4x. And 5 plus 1 is 6. So I get 4x plus 6 is my answer. For C, the first one I can just take it out of the parentheses. I don't have to change anything. The second one, they have to become their opposites. So 32x minus 28x is going to give me 4x. Plus -7 plus 11 is 4y. So I get 4x plus 4y. And D, there's no parentheses, so I don't have to change anything. So I just combine like terms. So I have a y, a 2y, another 2y, and a y. So I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6y minus 2x, because there's just a 2x, plus 4. And then the last problem says Burger-O-Rama is the best hamburger place in town. The owner, Miss Ham, buys 2 5-pound packages of meat for $27.50. Use proportional reasoning to determine the information below. Be sure to explain and organize your reasoning. So I set up proportions to do this. So for the first one, it says, what should Miss Ham pay for 25 pounds of meat? I know that she buys 2 5-pound packages of meat for $27.50. So 10 pounds is $27.50, which would be equal to, we want to know how many 25 pounds would be. So then I figured out, you cross multiply, you could do a giant 1. It's up to you. So if I cross multiply, I get 10x equals 27 times 25, which is 687.5 divided by 10. X equals, so 25 pounds is going to cost us $68.75. And then for B, how many pounds can she buy for $55? So again, we do 10 over 27.50 equals this time X over 55. So I get 27.50 X equals 550. So I do 550 divided by 27.50, and I get 20.